This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business Minute, the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Today's theme is recovery, rest, and sharpening the saw. When we look at people, and there's great books in this concept, The Corporate Athlete, a lot of others. Stephen Covey talks about this concept of sharpening the saw. This is this concept that if you want to perform great, whether it's in business, whether it's in sports, whatever you're doing, whether it's in fitness, that you need recovery and rest days to be able to bounce back and play at the level you want to play at. One of the things you'll find, and this is sad enough, as you get a little bit older and you're no longer 20-something, you need to be much more disciplined about those recovery and rest days mentally and physically if you want to perform at your best. This also goes for large companies. Take it out of the individual into the large company realm. If your large company has a huge event or a Super Bowl event or a huge month of deliveries or a huge sales renewal cycle that they live on, where they're sort of peaks of the year, peaks of those years, you have to, as a company, either find ways to staff in such a way that the people that are really driving those efforts get a chance to rest and recover, or you have to staff in such a way that everybody gets to rest and recover after those peak events. So if you have a major event as an event company, you've got to give people a chance to step down for a few days, a week, whatever it is, and work at a little bit of a lesser pace so they can recover and recharge their engines. Similarly, if you have a sales cycle that demands there's a part of the year that's sort of a renewal season or a part of the year that's particularly busy, you've got to give people a chance, and you've almost got to force them to take breaths, to take time outs, to build those in so they know that that's expected so they can recover and recharge and get going again. Whether you're a business, whether you're an individual, this concept of recovery, rest, sharpening the saw, getting some rest, getting yourself recharged again is so important. And it's so hard sometimes for type A-driven companies, type A-driven people to do so because they want to keep on grinding away to try and find a better way to do it, to try and improve results, to try and get better. But they can really only do that if they give themselves recovery, rest, and allow themselves to breathe back and come back with more creativity, more energy, everything else. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business Minute, the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Thank you very much. If you listen to this all the way through and you text me at 773-766-5322 and you're the first one to do so, we'll send you the Becker Strategy Group. We'll send you a $50 gift certificate from Amazon. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business Minute, the Becker Private Equity Podcast.